Good morning, Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube. Yeah, I've been doing some personal videos on Facebook lately, so really been busy with that. But I haven't even done one of those recently. But this is about an update on quality. I found out through the new company that I'm currently working with, which I'm not going to announce at this time because I just got started over here. So I want to be able to spend a little time over here, and so that when I do talk about it, it would be a fair assessment, because right now it's new, so it's like you're in the honeymoon period. You're in the infatuation stage, where you're just happy to be here, you're eager to get started, it's like a new spring, a new day, and you're just looking forward to seeing it, to all the positive things, and so the experience is still fresh, and he's excited about new opportunities, and you kind of, it has that shine on it right now. Now, of course, if 2 or 3 months later, if it still got that shine on and everything's going good, then hey, I'll probably say, hey, it's a good, experience, a honeymoon that hasn't ended, so that'll be a good feeling. But just a week or two in, it's too early to say, hey. I can say this much though. I have been more busy with this company as far as doing loads, and so forth. I ran into a driver a couple of days back in Alabama. He drives for Panther. I didn't get his name. I wish I had, so I can give him a shout out. But thanks for watching the video. But I hope that the information, I'm not really out here to become a YouTube celebrity or anything like that. I just want to share my knowledge with you, and hope, with the hope that you make an informed decision in your in what you're trying to do. Like I said, and I said it many times, and of course there's some guys who I'm not going to give credit to, that you just want to say I'm an idiot because I'm leasing a truck from Quality. Well, like I said, everybody's situation ain't the same, and some people have money up front to get a truck. Some people don't have money up front to get a truck. Some people are able to take nothing and make something out of it. Some people need a little money to invest to get it off the ground. Whatever way it works, the bottom line is, are you making the money that you need to make to provide for you and your family while paying off that truck? Because remember, you're conducting the business. And the object of any business, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Costco or whoever, or whether it's you, the whole point is to make a profit. And if you're not making a profit, then you got to find out, well, what do I need to do to make a profit? If that means switching companies, okay, that might be one. If it means dropping the truck and going to another lease purchase, or leasing company out there, that may be it. But the bottom line is, you have to make the assessment. You have to figure out what's wrong if you're not making money, and what works. But just because you failed with Quality, or you failed with so-and-so, doesn't mean that the next man will. So with that said, I'm not going to bash my previous company, which was Born Logistics. Right now, they saying they got tons of freight and they need trucks bad. I left there because their situation didn't work out for me. I didn't like the way they practice things. I had a disagreement with that, But for those that live in Indiana, they get the opportunity to be home on the weekends on a regular basis, that might be what you want. Depending on if the amount of money is feasible for you. Now, what I can tell you about Bourne Logistics is that when I left, their contract was 75% of the load. That was line haul. You get 100% of the fuel surcharge, which you only get a fuel surcharge if you're dealing with their direct customers, which at the time when I was there was Master Brand Cabinets, Seal Air in Louisville, Kentucky. Who else? Max Bass in Plymouth, Indiana. Pioli Furniture, I think it is, and True Therma-Tru up in Howell, Indiana. Those were their direct customers at the time when I left. Now that could be changed because things change in this business. But basically, what they charged drivers was that your base plates for your first year were $90 a week. Yes, you're gonna pay more than what the base plates actually cost doing $90 a week, but that's how that contract is set up. After a year, it goes down to $45. What else was there involved? Now in the contract, also they have like a personal auto liability insurance, something of that nature. That's like $25, $26 a week. They take that out of your check. They install a Qualcomm. They don't charge for the Qualcomm, but they will charge to uninstall it. That's what happened in my case. What else? Let's see if I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Pre-pass, $13.60 or $13.80 a month for the pre-pass with them, but I think they plan on switching the driveways, which will be running you closer to $15, $16 a month. And I'm doing a DriveWise trial on my truck. With DriveWise, you can use your phone as a transponder or a tablet because it's an app that can install on your phone. Or if you got OmniTrax or Qualcomm, you got one of the units, and the company set up with it, they can, turn on that option on your unit. But right now, new company out here, they work with pre-pass, so they don't have that option. The option is grayed out on the unit. And yeah, it's e-laws at Bourne. So for me, it was I would say to make money at Bourne, had the best shot at making money at Bourne. You want to get on that JPH load board. Brian Welch, my dispatcher on that board, great guy. I had a whole lot of freedom. Well, I like the fact that he shared the information with me beforehand and gave me the option to choose or turn down, which the Garrett office didn't do. And had I gotten on his board sooner, I probably would have still been in that Bourne. But by the time they put me on that board, the situation, a business decision was made, in my opinion. As far as I'm concerned, and it really couldn't. It was too deep of a hole for me to dig out over there. So I had to go where I can get out of the hole. As far as what I was going to say with quality, they were going to do a new thing now, starting September the 1st, where they want to charge the driver an extra $200 a week on top of their payment for maintenance. If you remember in my previous videos, I told you about how most of the trucks are not necessarily DOT ready when you sign the lease agreement, and you got to go and spend a couple of days at the TA getting it repaired and getting getting PO numbers approved by quality and that whole process. So now, because the whole Celadon incident and all that, they trying to pass more of that buck on to you. They also was trying to do it retroactively for the drivers that already had trucks. I can't speak for Boeing because I don't know what their thing was, but where I'm at, they looked at them and said, no, that's, we already got a contract in place. We're abiding by the current contract. And I look at it personally, I'm not going to willfully agree to pay an extra $200 for maintenance on a truck when these trucks could have been fixed before drivers signed their leases. It's like, why would you put a truck on a lot and leave a driver with no choice to pick a truck that's not fully up to par with DOT standards, and then he got to spend his 17-day grace period getting the truck fixed? It seems like me that if you're gonna charge the extra $200 and all that, then you should have that truck ready off the lot, or at least the 17 grace period shouldn't begin until that driver got that truck good to go, ready to take to his carrier, so they can slap their decals on and begin to work and make money. So that's my little 2 cents in that regard. And I think that the maintenance program, I understand you want the drivers to be responsible. You don't want drivers out here. But the thing is with that is, if there were companies that they're making money, they would have the money to set aside for a maintenance account. And there's not too many companies that it seems like it's on that list where drivers can make money. But again, everybody's different. For example, one person's lifestyle, they might need to live off of $1,500 a week lifestyle. Another person, he might be able to live off of $500 a week. Two different drivers, two different lifestyles, two different situations. So therefore, depending on the company and the making the setup, it might work for one driver, it might not work for the other one. I remember talking to a guy at Jones Motor. He got a truck from Quality. What he was getting paid sounded good to me, but it wasn't good enough for him, because having a whole bunch of kids, paying mortgage on a house that he feel like was above his means, but he wanted it. He wanted to live comfortably, but he won't make enough money, in his opinion, to live comfortably. And was even asking about tax advice on whether to put the house, asset on his company asset versus his personal asset. So that way it'd be like whether or not he could reduce his tax rate. But that's what situation he was looking at, and I just look at, at the end of the day, you're an owner operator to make a profit. You're in this business to take care of your family and to make the payment on that truck. Now, the guys that can afford the finance and all that, and it works out for them, they'll own the truck quicker. God bless you. That's what you want to do. Hey, it worked for you. Me, on the other hand, I'd rather lease the truck. I'm making more payments, but all my payments are tax deductible. Every single one of them. Whereas finance, you're only getting the tax break on the interest you paid on the loan. So I look at it, if I'm paying roughly, if you look at a Quality lease, the top lease at $695 a week over 7 years, you're looking at paying roughly $225,000 Well, for me, that'd be a tax write-off until they change the rules. You know, and I hope they don't change the rules in that regard. You know, but tax-wise, that's more beneficial as opposed to writing off the interest on a finance loan. You know, there's there's many other avenues and ways to go that works. You know, even all companies are not even structured the same way. You know, because what business model works for them, make them problem may not be the business model to work for the, you know, because I mean, think about it. Walmart has a business model, Kmart has a business model, JCPenney has a business model, Sears has a business model, Target has a business model. Most of them compete in the same realm, pretty much. You know, if of course you see what companies are doing well and which companies are not. You know, Amazon has a business model, and it forced Walmart to change their business model because now Walmart looks at Amazon as their main competitor. You see, you know, it's basically what works for you to be profitable. Now, the bottom line in all of one common denominator in all those models is if you don't work, you don't make no money. I mean, that's even biblical. If you believe in the Bible, you don't work, you don't eat. You know, you know. Now the question then becomes is how hard do you got to work to make it? If you're at the right company, for you, that money will be easy. You know, I ain't gonna say easy, but it will feel easy to you because it's comfortable. It plays to your strengths. It plays to your abilities. So for you, it's like a walk in the park. You know, the right company, that is. But most of us still got to put in and grind and hustle and grind, you know. And that's just how it is. But I still have my truck. I'm 9 months in. Of course, one of the guys said that it'll be, most guys lose their trucks within a year and a half. Okay, so I look at it as well. I'm at the halfway threshold of where you say that I'm gonna make a break in his eyes. I look at it right now, I'm making it, and not even to. Well, I'll go ahead and say this. People like me, we started with a debt, a car stacked against us. Most of the time, we'll have a deck of cards stacked against us as we become more successful, and to the point where some people will hate that we're successful, and we'll try to stack the debt even more against us. So we're used to a stacked debt, and you know, a stacked debt to us is nothing because that's how it's been all our lives. So we're for someone else, that's a whole new frustrating experience. To us, it's like just waking up and saying, "Hey, it's Monday." So for those, you know, again, those that want to say that I'm an idiot, okay, fine, I'm an idiot. But hey, I'm an idiot that's still getting a truck, that still got a truck, still taking home money, still in the game, and still hustling and still grinding, and will succeed. And I guess if you keep your truck, hey, great for you. But if I keep in my truck in spite of all these odds and so forth, I can't be that much of an idiot, now can I? So that's basically my little speech and spill and update that I know of about quality for you guys. Man, I would say this. You're going to hear a lot of people tell you don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Now, if you ain't got your homework, if you ain't committed to it, sticking it through. If you in it just hoping that be able to drive fast and think that you could just that big owning a truck means you just gonna get more money, then you're in it for the wrong thing, because this is a business. You taking on more responsibility to become an owner operator. That means you got to factor in your fuel costs. You got to factor in your expenses. You got to make sure you have money set aside if something breaks down on your truck. And like most drivers make the mistake, they get these trucks old. They want to make them flashy, put all the baddest CB radios, baddest CD antenna, get a paint job and all that. That's not what you need to start out doing in the beginning, because if you do that in the beginning, you are setting yourself up to fail quickly. Take your truck as is, get it up to DOT standards, make your money, earn your money, save your money. Now, if you're doing well, where and you had a good year, okay, maybe you might buy a CB radio that year, or you might can put decals on that year. But don't come out making decisions based on what you think you're going to make. Work first and see what you're actually making, and make your decisions accordingly then. Remember, I done had my truck now 9 months, and I just now put a CB radio in it. Yeah, CB radio, Cobra 29 ain't but $129, $150 after tax. But I'm not going to put it. I won't going to put it in when I know I didn't have no money to go send to the house. Yeah, I drove without CB radio, and being that I've been in the industry for at least 4 years now, I know the value of having a CB radio. Especially coming up yesterday on that mess in I-81 in Virginia, and my prayers goes out to the driver of Stevens Transport. If what I heard is true, I believe he lost his life with truck flipped over in the median at the 277, 278 mile marker yesterday. I know traffic was rubbernecking all the way back to about the 160 going on the northbound side. My prayers go out to his family. Grieving the loss. I heard that it was another fatality in that accident. But right now, I know that a fatality has occurred, but don't know all the full details. So if I'm wrong, forgive me. I put out wrong information. I just sharing what information I heard. So I know that you shouldn't really do that, but being that there was pictures and multiple drivers that had seen it with their own eyes and giving their eyewitness account, it was fair to say that that most of the stuff that I'm probably saying is true. So my condolences go out to the family of the driver for Stevens Transport. Feel free to leave some comments. If you're gonna be one of the idiot trolls, you can take that mess somewhere else. I'm not going to entertain you. Because I know, just like at the end of the day, the proof is in the results. To be out here 9 months, in spite of some circumstances, I got to be doing something right. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I'll try my best to answer them. If I can't answer, I'll try to see if I can find the information to be able to answer, or try to point you in the right direction. But don't let nobody, if it's truly your desire to become an owner operator, don't let nobody stop your dream. Just find out whatever obstacle you need to overcome to make it happen, and find out and get as much information from those that have done it, and listen to other YouTube videos out there, because there's plenty of them. I mean, I admit I listen to Casanova. I forgot his I think it's 609 or 619. I listen to guys like that. Listen to Jay the trucker named Jay. Listen to watch some videos of a lot of those guys. Even a lady named Miss Diva, whatever. Get your information, get your knowledge, learn, do your homework, do your research. You know, do the math. Look at what you need to take home each week. You know, break your monthly budget down to a weekly budget, so you know what you need to make for your home, to take home each week. Not just that. Look at if you're a company driver and you're trying to take your truck onto the company you currently drive for. Look at how you drive that truck. If the truck is similar to what you plan on getting, you know, look at how much you spend in fuel each week, or purchase in fuel for the company, because your driving habits pretty much going to be the same. If you one of those guys that like to take off fast, run fast, you know, it's going to impact your mileage to the gallon. Versus if you're a person that's patient, you know, are you a person that like to drive 75, pedal to the middle a lot, or are you a person that's willing to go 60 miles an hour in your truck and plan your trip accordingly? You know, 15 miles less, you know, you're not driving as hard, and you saving fuel that way, you know. But your driving habits really has a really big determining factor on how much fuel you spend in a week. I was told from some of the big guys that I spoke with, and some of them don't have YouTube videos, but they recommend that your fuel expenses be no more than 30% of your total expenses. Okay. Basically what they're saying is, well, let me take that back. Your fuel costs should be 30% of your total revenue amount. So just put it in perspective. If your revenue is $1,000 a week, then your fuel shouldn't be no more than $300 a week. That's basically what they're saying. But we know that $1,000 a week ain't making no money taking care of a truck, because, like I said, your payment is $695, and that's just a truck payment. That's not even including insurance, money you set aside for maintenance, money you send into the house, you know. So you think about it. If you need $500 a week to the house each week, you got $695 truck payment. Right there, you need at least $1,200. Your truck need to make at least $1,200 right there alone, and you still ain't got fuel yet. Okay, if you know your truck burns, you spend about $1,000 a week in fuel. Just putting a number out there. Okay, on top of that, $1,200. Now you need another $1,000. That's $2,200 that your truck needs to make that week. Okay. All the other things that factor in. So just do your math, do do your research, do your homework, and stick, and come up with your game plan, stick to your plan, and you will be successful. You know, if you got a company, now also look at, keep in mind with a company, they give you what loads they give you. If you get paid by the mile, if you get paid by percentage, if you're getting paid percentage, make sure the loads are paying high enough where after the percentage, after their carry cut comes out, that you still making money. Because you're not, you making money for them, and you shooting yourself in the foot. So, if it's miles driven, make sure that you know how many miles you need to drive. And really, ideally, 500 miles a day, 7 days a week. You're not hoping to drive 7 days a week, but let's say 500 miles a day, 5 days a week. That means you need to base your math off of 2,500 miles a week. So that way, you know how much cent per mile you need to earn to make sure you're hitting your targets. Because if you don't know what your cost of operation is, and your cost of operation is what it costs to pay that truck, put fuel in it, and pay your house bills, and maintain that truck. So if you don't know what that cost is, you're gonna be taking loads that ain't gonna pay much, and then you're working hard, but you're not seeing the results of your labor. Basically, that's my advice I can give you for now. Hope you have a good day, and God bless. Take care.